We're now a week into the extraordinary criminal trial of Sam Bankman-Fried. As we've been hearing, even just today's witness testimony has been explosive. There have been plenty of takeaways so far. Here to unpack it, Nick Ackerman, former assistant U.S. attorney for the Southern District of New York and former assistant special Watergate prosecutor. Thank you so much for being here. First of all, from what we've heard thus far, how does the case by the government seem thus far against Sam Bankman-Fried?
Well, it seems so far that it's going to be an overwhelming case. You've got two other insiders that are going to testify. His former girlfriend, who was the head of Alameda. You've got another longtime associate who is also involved in running the company. So when you take three cooperating accomplice witnesses like this, and you put them together, it's very difficult for a jury not to come back and convict. I just don't know where the defense is going to go with this. When you come up with testimony today, like creating a special back door through computer code in order to get money from FTX into Alameda that shouldn't have gone there, that they were telling the customers at FTX this wasn't happening, this was money that was being kept in their accounts, and then using it to pay off creditors in Alameda. It was basically, robbing Peter to pay Paul. And eventually it caught up with them to the tune of billions and billions of dollars. And I think that's the way the jury's going to look at it.
Nick, as I understand it, the prosecutor's story is simple and powerful and direct. He stole the money, basically. The defense's story, as I understand it, seems to be, yes, there were losses here, but this is really a story about poor risk controls at a startup. What do you make of that defense argument, that defense strategy? Does it seem like a potentially strong one to you?
Seems to me to be pretty weak, particularly when you've got three high-level executives at the company who have already pled guilty to the same crimes that Bankman-Fried is charged with. And that this was very purposeful. It wasn't like he was in over his head. They knew exactly what they were doing. They took the money to prop up Alameda. They used it to buy personal items, to spend on lavish apartments. This was done over a period of time. It wasn't a mistake. I think, when you've got three cooperating witnesses like this who have pled guilty, you probably have lots of documents that back up what they're testifying to. And it sounds like they've got other witnesses along the side who are going to come in and back up these three cooperating witnesses. I would say this is turning into a guilty plea in slow motion, basically.
Nick, you've seen a lot of fraud cases in your career. Is there anything about this one that stands out to you? Is it the crypto connection? Is it just a lot of frauds seem to happen sort of in plain sight, if you will. Kind of what stands out to you?
Well, I think what really stands out here is the amount of money. We're talking billions and billions of dollars. It's not really so much about cryptocurrency. This is in many ways a very traditional type of fraud where money is hidden. Basically, they lie to investors. It's simple. It's very simple. It's all about lying and stealing. And it's like any other fraud case that I've seen or been involved in. But this just involves so much money over such a long period of time and had such an impact on the cryptocurrency market.